Hey guys, this is Sparkplus Ultra here, and this is my new What If. What if Deku had the Predator's abilities? The hunt is still on. And I hope you like this video, and hope you subscribe. Izuku Midori was born with a quirk that was made for adapting to different types of environments. To the point that it's more like he is the very embodiment of superhuman of the world. And to the point of thinking and reacting fast. Izuku was a bit of a guy of a mix of honor and for love of sports. So much so, he'd taken it to a literal thing. Where, to the point, he can't really play many other sport. So he played a little different one. He's the hunter, and if somebody can beat him, give him a real good fight, and he'll be the servant, but not a type of any. This is the fight you choose. Izuku always goes to a place where he usually takes a morning stroll, but Izuku says, "Bye, Mom. Gotta go." Okay. Be careful. I'm always am. And Izuku walks off, and Izuku says, "Now we're just getting started in the night." And Izuku puts on his mask and his gear, and he becomes the hunter they call Predator. Izuku hunts and fights with the strongest people. Doesn't fight with civilians or any bystander. And Izuku was always very honorable. When Izuku was jumping across building to building, he sees two villains, or part-time crooks, who are fighting and stealing a bag of money. And Izuku smiles and says, "Time for the fight to begin." And Izuku jumps to places, turning invisible. And the crooks who were taking the money and says, "Jeez, we gotta find our boss." And then they hear their boss, "Hey, you two lugs, get over here, quick." And boss, they go to a place that is abandoned warehouse. And then the guys say, "Where is he? Where's boss?" And seeing their boss hanging from a tight rope that is like a bungee cord, And the criminals say, "Boss, you've done this!" And the boss was having a aneurysm and says, what? And the guy said, "Don't worry, I'll get you down." Then the boy, the crook, steps on the tripwire. Huh? Then explosions come out. What the? And the second crook gets him out of the way. Get out of there! And luckily, he saved him at the nick of time. What the hell? Where did that come from? And the crook says, "I don't know, but we gotta get our boss down." And then the crook hears a growl that is similar to the point of a mere beast. And the crook says, "We need to get out of here. I think I heard a beast." What? No beast can do that to our boss. And then a plasma blast comes at them. And the crook says, "They came over there!" And dodging out of the way. "Show yourself, you damn coward!" And Zuko says, and the crook punches the wall and says, "What the?" And his arm was transformed into a mere-like Triceratops scale. "Get out of here, you coward!" And the other crook hears, "I'm right here," and hits a wall. But he throws knives and says, "This guy is playing with us." And then the second crook sees the shimmer of light and the glow of the helmet's eyes. "Here, get him!" And he throws the knives of spikes at Zuko, and Zuko dodges, and he says, "Good, now we're having fun." And Zuko gets his razor claws, and then the crook says, I heard of this guy. This guy is the Predator, they're calling him. He's the hunter that hunts crooks, villains, and heroes. Doesn't care if they be fighting him. He just wants to have fun. And the man says, let's see if he can take on a Triceratops. And he turns into the Triceratops. His quirk is called Try. And Zuko smiles under his mask. And he goes into a position, getting ready for his charge. Now you're going to face the living wrath of a tank! Charging at him like a battering ram. And Zuko grabs his horns and turning in the side and says, predictable, and knocking him out with a couple of blows. And the other crook says, crap, took him down that easily, and throws knives of spikes at him. Take this, you living bastard! Zuko dodges, says, predictable, and Zuko says, you're not worthy of fighting me, and charges his blaster, hand cannon, and the crook says, now! And the man transforms back into the Triceratops form. Take this! Throwing him to the wall. Zuko felt that and smiles and says, not bad, but not good either. And gives off shrieking roar. And the two criminals says, what is he doing now? Grabbing his hand cannon and putting it on his wrist. And I don't care. We need to take him down. And both the Triceratops quirk user and the spiked knife thrower go with another attack. Zuko dodges the knives and waits on the Triceratops quirk user, and he charges at him, and you're not getting away with this time! And Zuko gives him a uppercut, and the blaster jets through and hits him with enough watts to knock him out. Ugh. Turning back into the humanoid, and then the spiked criminal says, not this time, and throws one more, and hitting Zuko. But Zuko uses the plasma boost blaster to boost himself and hits him with enough force to burn and knocking him out. That was good, but not good enough. Then Zuko jumps, hearing the police coming, and the police says, so this is the work of the Predator. Man, this guy is work to take down them. Luckily, didn't kill them. And Zuko says, now that is nothing. By feeling the knife spike on his gut, Zuko goes and bandage himself up. Man, it's gotta hurt. And Zuko goes to the trash alley where he hides. And when Zuko was hiding, he done a surgery on himself. And then he yells out a scream out of how badly hurt he was. And then the person comes out of the restaurant in the dojo and says, "Who are you? Why are you here?" And Zuko was not gonna fight a person without a reason. So he walks by, and the young girl says, "Hey, don't ignore me. Tell me, why are you here?" And Zuko feels the girl's grab and flush it off, and the girl says, "Hey!" and grabbing him, making her hand bigger. And Zuko, surprised, and says, "Wasn't expecting you to have quirk that can make your hands big." Huh? And Zuko gets out of her grasp. Huh? What the? What's with this guy? So you are a good opponent. Opponent? And the girl takes on a stance for defense, and Zuko comes at her with just bare hands and was going to attack her with a cry chop, but the girl dodges it and says, "What's your deal?" Just here to have a worthy opponent. And Zuko sweeps, and the girl dodges, jumps out of the way. That sweep. What the? What do you mean by worthy opponent? And Zuko says, "You don't know? here to have a challenge. And girl says, challenge? Wait, are you the predator? The hunter? And Zuko says, huh, looks like you finally figured it out. But I'm only here to have a worthy challenge. And the girl says, I won't let you hurt anybody. And Zuko says, huh, if you can beat me, maybe I will. And Zuko goes with another attack. And then the girl turns her hands bigger and hits Zuko in the chest, cracking his ribs, sending him flying. Damn. And Kendo, the girl says, sorry about that, but I was going easy on you. And Zuko says, going easy, huh? Not challenge, and try this. And Zuko goes for a roundhouse. But Kendo dodges it and grabs Zuko's leg and says, sorry, and hitting him down on the floor, knocking him out. And then she calls the cops and says, hello? There's the predator hunter. He attacked and was going to hurt me. And when she was going to look back, Zuko has disappeared. And she says, he's gone. And the police officer says, huh? How he disappeared? And Zuko goes back home. And Inko says, are you okay? Yeah. Just feeling a really good massage. And Zuko goes into his room and smiles and says, finally, a person that beat me. And lays down on his bed and says, I'll rest up for about 1 week. Ow. Putting bandages on his whole ribs and body, he goes back to school and makes it to UA and was going to and stopped fighting. The predator has disappeared, and the cops were finding him, trying to find where he went and where he disappeared. And Izuku trying to find the girl that beated him. And I'm ending this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time. Plus a